Oh, before we start, I feel like it's really important to, you know, like as a group, to say justice, you know, for George Floyd in regards to the situation that happened. Was it
2 days ago?
Well, yeah, 2 days ago. Everybody's been, you know, like rioting and stuff, and they've been saying no justice, no peace, and I strongly agree, no justice, no peace, because when you're comfortable and you're complacent and you're in the position that you're in, there's not going to be any change, and I feel like this is going to spark something different. So I think it's really
that can kill us, and we just gonna lay on our backs and not do anything. The time is now.
The time is now. I'm not even gonna do too much, I promise.
You just
want to put that out there.
Liar! Liar!
Every time you meet a dude that's ever been cheated on, you know, that's why I don't get close to people. That's why
it's either we just don't date until we're in our late 30s or everybody rewind. Don't listen to us. You don't have to say anything.
You will scrub dishes, my nigga. That's why.
And it's once. You think it wasn't more than once, so I asked that guy. I promise. It was one time that you guys feelings.
How many times have you stepped out on your relationship?
One of them told me this, like personally. So I'm putting y'all on game.
Yeah, you see you think you know me, but you don't even know nothing about me.
If you send me the location, then I'll be right there. And make her come check you, my baby. No time, no. If you send me the location, then I'll be right there. And make her come check you, my baby. No time, no. If you send me the location, then I'll be right there. And make her come check you, my baby. No time, no.
Grab some popcorn, get your tea, whatever you want to drink.
Biscuits.
biscuits.
Because we're about to dive in.
Go make your Milo.
Oh God.
Yummy took your rise.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Búsola and I am here with a few guests. So we're gonna go down the line and everybody's gonna introduce themselves. You wanna tell everybody your relationship status?
You would think if we're gonna say the relationship status, there would be some sort of diversity. But
Go.
Hi, my name is CG.
Why
Hi, my name is Dami Lola.
hi, my name is Faye.
Can we do that again? I was adjusting my. And we're all single.
You can't talk unless you got the, you know, Mr. Whitey.
Don't come and die.
In today's whatever, I don't want to mention the name White.
Exactly.
Mr. Snow.
These girls I don't want to mention white.
So today's video it's about men. LOL. What do you think is number one downfall in relationships today?
I think from the guy's perspective is like the lack of, I guess strive. There's no more like zeal. Like guys, once they like get you, they stop trying. They get too comfortable. There's a lot of things that they stop doing once they get you. Even like even during the talking phase, like the energy they used towards the very beginning, and then once you get into the middle, because they feel like they bagged you, they're gonna stop. And on the girl's perspective is when which is a bad thing, you feel like you've addressed the situation over and over and over again, which then you stop addressing things, so then lack of communication happens.
But also, like, I feel like as women, sometimes we don't stand in our power to know that, you know, people, especially men, will treat you the way you allow yourself to be treated.
Cause a nigga only gon' do what you allow.
So why does he, do you want that closeness with him so much that you're putting up with nonsense? If it's this bad now, where is it leading to? Like, what's gonna happen later? So that's what I would just say. Like, sometimes guys have too much like privilege or whatever. Like, you're giving them too much access when they haven't worked hard for it. They've shown small consistency, and then you're allowing them to be doing fakes. No, like.
I think
I
that
squeezed it like that.
I don't know what that is, but I do think, like, one, agreeing with what everyone's saying in terms of the communication, but not playing devil's advocate or anything. But I do think that in situations like that where you do put yourself, like you do put up with certain things, like it's not necessarily like, I don't want to say a bad thing. Yeah, it is bad because you should be able to say, yes, I'm standing in my power as a woman or as a man to not get treated a certain way. But when you really like someone, it can't be just that simple.
It's not black and white.
I think it's literally the combination of the three. I think one, communication and letting people know this is who I am, this is what I'm going to accept, and this is what I'm not going to accept. But in some cases, you set those expectations, but you don't follow through. So then the things that you know you don't want, you put up with. And like Cardi said, nigga only do what you allow. So you stay, because on the other, while all this is happening, the nigga is getting too comfortable. One, because you're allowing all this stuff to happen, and you're staying with him, and you're forgiving, and you're forgetting, and you're forgiving, and you're forgetting. And even if you're gonna forgive, you can't forget all those red flags in the beginning, baby.
And like, people are gonna agree with this and they're not. I feel like that is literally part of being a woman. Like, having that spirit, you're just constantly letting things go because you're just like, oh, we can work on that, we'll work on that.
Why do y'all think that if someone like shows you a sign that there's a certain way, especially if you have like experiences with people who have like been that same way before, or why do you like keep going until like you form feelings and then you can't like peel yourself away from this person?
The first statement you made within that super long question.
That was a long question. I'm sorry.
The first statement you made in that super long question was, when you'll be in a situation like that before and you'll do the same thing. Jessica, what will you say?
The definition of insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And my thing is, there's some things like, okay, because the beginning part of her question is, you see some things in the beginning, like of the talking stage and stuff, red flags, and you decide
allowing him to show him good parts.
Okay, but there's another side to that. So you see those red flags and you decide, okay, we'll work on that, or I'm gonna see if we can get past that. So my thing and my rule that I just made up in my head was, I allow 3 red flags, and obviously there's levels to red flags. There's some red flags that a person can actually work on and you people can move forward with, and there's some red flags that it's just a no. See, every situation is different and use your discretion. But I believe God gave us all common sense to understand what red flags I need to go, or what red flags are there that maybe you're there to help the person grow or something like that. You don't know, or maybe that person may change, or maybe that person is changing. But what I've learned, and I used to fight it so much, is my sister told me that literally 99% of men have a lot of growing to do, and we just have to, it's either we just don't date until we're in our late 30s or
Pause this whole thing right now. Pause this whole thing right now. Pause this whole thing right now.
Everybody, rewind. Don't listen to us.
It's a dangerous statement. That statement was dangerous.
But I'm starting to understand that a lot of guys I was thinking, when I was young, I'm still young, but like when I'm like 19, 20, 21 even, that okay, guys in their late 20s have more shit, like their shit is more put together. Obviously it is, but it's not as put together as you think it's gonna be. Like, dead ass, men still, like, I don't think they stop learning and they don't stop growing until they're like damn near like 40. Like, it's just paining me because, well,
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
Wait, y'all got something to say.
I do one thing that is really sad. Like, why do I have to really just be waiting? Because I realized that things in life I need to just grow up on, and I'm maturing. But I have to wait for the other person, the other male to oh no.
He's
okay, he's 24, but he's 21. So it's like it's really sad. Even 27-year-olds, like it's all over. And again, this is not every guy. Some dudes are really mature for their age, and some are younger and still really mature. But for the most part, a lot of guys have a lot of growing to do. But answering CG's question, low-key forgot it.
Like when
you see like a red flag, like why do you allow yourself to then catch feelings?
I think that that's with every girl, you've been in that situation. Even if you never attempted to be in that situation, you've been in that situation. But I do think that it really always just boils down to just subconsciously. I think that when you see someone that you're really attracted to, sorry, I feel like I'm just coming at you. But when you see someone that you're attracted to and you have such a vibe with them, God knows I hate that word. A vibe with them, and you just like, you click and everything. You're seeing the red signs, but I feel like sometimes you think, but I feel like this is as good as it gets. Like, this is what I know I can pull, and you know, I know he's feeling the kid, but yeah, he might be this, that, and the third. He might be really bad with communicating, but these are all things we can work on.
Right there, right? What she just said.
Some people just can't change.
Some people just are not gonna change, and it gets worse. Nah, he's sorry, whatever. Slide it under. And he doesn't have to physically be punching you and doing all of that for you to realize he's a bad person. It can be the words. He can be emotionally abusive.
Exactly.
He can be things. It can be things like that. Realize, why did I put up with that?
Right.
And it's just because, like, not that I don't love myself, but I felt like that's what I could do. That's as good as it gets.
Because some guys have issues that are so deep rooted, like it don't have nothing to do with you. This child was not loved on when he was younger, so he has nothing to give you. I think we need to realize that like some things are character issues, and then some things are just things that they haven't learned.
My question was, okay, people that they're together and you know, when they were together, maybe he's cheating or it was just lack of communication or things like that, right? And then fast forward a couple years and you know, he's better now and they're together or something like that. Like what are y'all's takes on those types
so that's basically like right person wrong time thing.
Basically.
Yeah. Good example.
I think it's an example of
Michael Todd definitely cheated on Natalie Todd when they were like engaged and they were young, and they just knew that they were supposed to be together.
That whole entire situation kind of opened my eyes more for personal growth in terms of like understanding, because before, like she said, I used to be the same way. It's black and white. You cheat, bye. You do this, bye. Like, but until you're placed in those situations, it's very easy to come up with a decision of what you would have done.
this topic on a lighter note.
I don't know.
Because we started off so heavy. The next question is really just something simple. When you go on a date, or your first date with the guy, y'all are not friends, y'all just met, what's the thing that you're most nervous about?
Nervous?
Yeah. Like on the date.
I can't even take myself here. Did y'all notice that?
5 hours later.
Okay. I think.
Yo!
Jamie!
I'm about to feel myself.
Are you joking? Is she joking? For your question, one thing I feel like I'm most nervous about, okay, mindsets in terms of conversations. So when we have conversations and we're just, you know, you're just telling me things and I'm just exploring different things about you and you're exploring different things about me, and you say something and I'm just like, and everything else was good about you. Like this was good about you, that was good about you, this was on point, that was on point, and then you open your mouth to say something that is absolutely atrocious.
That's bullshit.
Then I promise you, go ahead and pay. And then you say we're splitting the bill. I'm telling you, Dami has said, okay, let her come back. Dami has said, no, it was Jessica. The day I go on a date with somebody and they tell me, okay, yeah, we're splitting the tab. It's not gonna be a fight. At first I would be like, I will walk out the restaurant.
You don't have to say anything.
You will scrub dishes, my nigga.
I'm telling you, there's no reason to do grind.
That's it.
Just as in when he says, once he says, so are we splitting the bill? All you gotta do is look at him and just smile. Look at him.
Do an example.
Just okay. You.
It's $52, so we gonna have to go half.
Take your bag and go. Just smile, so he doesn't think you're about to do something. Just smile. Just get up, smile, and walk out peacefully. That's it. So, cause if you just do that, he won't even chase you. He'll just be like,
Explain why.
First off, you only waste your. Let me tell you something. You only waste your breath. I mean, what is going on today?
I'm just imagining Jessica
smiling from ear
never gonna scream and shout. Like that was just never something.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna
nobody.
do.
At one point in my life, I would have. The way I would have parried. The way I would have parried. I would have.
Personally, it's not even the fact that we're both paying for this whatever that's offending me the most. What's offending me the most is you have the audacity to open up your mouth and knowing how you're gonna be perceived and then utter the words. And you have sense in your head and then you utter the words. So that's what's offensive to me.
Not watching personally, when you have sex. You didn't care. Personally, your ass before you
my thing that I would do, just because like I know I'm finna have it like that, is I will embarrass you.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bam.
If a guy did that to me,
Bam.
there was a time in my life, maybe about a year ago, that I would have said you are smoking actual dick, because it's so crazy to me. But then again, I realized when you grow up in life and you mature, you're not about to, like what Jessica said, you're not about to sit there and be arguing with some dumbass nigga that's talking about some let's spit. You want to go half.
Excuse me?
Don't do that. Please, just don't do it. But for me personally, one thing I'm always scared of is like I'm gonna be on a date with a guy and it's gonna be all about him. Like he's gonna be telling me about, it's the actor in me, it's the comedian in me.
It's the
it's the
not the comedian. He said it's the comedian in me.
If you know, you know.
It's the socialite.
It's the influencer. Like you're just going in. And this one is a little more shallow. Mouth odor. I'm too scared for that. You know the bread that is like spreading. It's like coronavirus. It's just going like
Coronavirus.
And it's just coming.
It's coronavirus. He said we dead here. Coronavirus. You know me. We dead here. Coronavirus. We are here. We dead here. Coronavirus. I'm a rapper. I'm from the UK.
I'm not playing. Coronavirus is in my country right now. I'm not playing from Nigeria. Okay, father, GMW, they are telling me nonsense, a liar, you are a foolish. Coronavirus, call me. I want to give you some medicine because of coronavirus.
You must be joking.
You must be joking.
You must be joking.
The thing I'm scared about the most is I'm already like a very introverted, shy person. So you too, you can't be doing shy guy. As in, I can be the person to introduce the conversation and start it. And I can kind of help with awkward moments. I think I'm good with that actually. But we both can't be shy, timid people who don't know how to, because it's just not gonna work.
Period.
Can't be doing chance after chance after chance after chance.
Yeah, I just want you to be prepared that you know you're going on a date. So be prepared to open up. Don't just be. Don't be answering my questions. I ask you a question. Yeah. No.
What is that? That's a deep
Yesterday.
Yeah, y'all are gonna judge me, but I don't really care because all my answers have been different. It's not gonna be. It's very serious actually, and I know y'all are gonna be like,
"Oh, I know what it is."
I didn't know what you were about to say about that.
I don't want to be feeling all sorts of funky pressures when I already know what I stand. Funky pressures means I don't say anything, you don't say anything. I'm feeling you, you're feeling me. We get to day 5. I now say something. Everything is awkward. I already caught feelings. I'm upset. So not having sex before marriage.
For her, it needs to be laid on the table.
For me, it needs to be. Look,
it's the first date.
Would you think that in some cases a guy who's not used to, let's say somebody they're even spiritually grounded and whatnot.
There's definitely dudes like that.
And so I believe that, because I believe and I've seen it happen, especially like on YouTube and stuff like that. Like there are some cases that the guys usually like they weren't doing that in the past, but for a certain girl that they would wait. I'm just saying that, like, for instance, for me, when I'm on a date, the first thing I don't bring up sex. Whether I'm all for it, whether I'm waiting for a couple, the 90-day rule, or whether I'm all for going in, or whether I'm waiting till marriage. I just don't bring up sex on the first date like that.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely like a personal thing. Yeah. But like when I said like deal breakers that is not gonna let me put my heart into something, I can't go past that if you have that.
Oh my God.
This is not even a question, but it's a comment that I just want us to talk about. I don't know why. It baffles me. Like, why will niggas go? I mean, when I say the extra mile, I really mean the extra mile. I mean, as in spend money. I mean, waste time talking on the phone, texting, going out on dates,
so finesse you.
just because they want some pussy.
Come check you, my baby. No